Welcome back. As a little bonus video, I want to add something to the enemies. Instead of, you know, having them just with their regular color, I kind of want to have a visualization of how much health they have left, so I know when they're going to die and which ones are still full health. So I'll quickly set this up. It's a good exercise, so you can try it yourself first and then have a look at the solution, how I will tackle it. But that's completely up to you, of course. You could just also follow along. Um, all right, so what I'll do, I'll create a new material. I'll actually create a material instance of my base projectile. So I'll do that first. So I'm gonna right click and create a material instance and call this MI enemy health. All right, so I'm gonna leave this as is just for now. And I'm gonna open up my BP enemy character like so. All right, now what I want to do is I want to go to my event graph here and look for my begin play. Oh, it's in my construction script over here. I'm gonna go over here. Yep. And I'm gonna do the same thing that I did here to colorize my character. So I'm going to take my mesh and I'm going to create dynamic material instance. So I'm going to do this after this one. I'm going to create a dynamic material instance, but I'm going to do this for my second material index. So that was the chest material, like so. And I'm going to store that material into a new variable. So I'm going to promote this to a variable and give this variable a health material. Oh, let me quickly rename that health material instance. That's what I want. I'm going to put it on enemy settings. There we go. Like so. All right. Now, before I do anything else, I'm going to head over here, select my mesh, and replace my chest logo material with my MI enemy health, like so. And it's going to take a while. It's going to compile. So that's going to be my health material. So let's hit compile. Let's hit save. All right, cool. And there we go. Right, so we're going to display the health on there. Good. Now, for the health value, I kind of want to control this with a gradient as well. So what I'll do is I'm going to go over here as well, right click, and I'm going to go under miscellaneous and I'll create a curve. And then under the curve, I will create a curve linear color. Select that, and I'm going to give this the name. I'm going to give this a enemy health curve, like so. Open that up. And at the top, you can see that I have some control options here. I can control my opacity. I'm gonna leave the opacity as is, right? 1. And I'm gonna change this if I'm practically dead. So I'll have a red color, something like that. And if I'm at 1, I'm gonna have a green color. Something like that. Alright. Now close this down, hit save, close it up. Alright. So I'm gonna create a setup where I'm gonna use that color. So let's add a new variable. So I'm gonna link that curve to my enemy, and let's set that to health color curve. Expose the parameter. Add it to enemy settings. Then over here, I'm gonna search for curve. Let's see. It's gonna be an object type. It's gonna be an object type of curve, linear color, object reference. Let's hit compile. And let's add that enemy health curve in there, like so. Let's hit compile again. All right. Excellent. So let's get back to our construction script. And let's get the curve. All right. And what we're going to do, we're going to set our vector parameter in our enemy in our health material instance. So I'm going to drag from here. And let's have a look. We're going to set vector parameter value. The parameter name, let me double check. So let's go to our enemy health. And the parameter name is going to be color. Right, so if I take this off, I can actually test this. So the parameter name is going to be color. So let's close this up again. Color. Set back to the viewport to make sure that this is actually working. Let's hit compile. Let's hit save. Like so. So let's see. Yep, everything is still hooked. Good. Now in our construction script, once again, we're going to set our value to color, and I'm going to take my health color curve. And then let's see, get linear color value, like so. And for our input or in time, we're going to use our health. So let's take our BPC health and let's get our health percentage. So we're going to get our health percentage, and that's going to be our input. So if it's 1, it's going to be green. If it's 0, it's going to be red. And that is going to be our color. Now, it is possible that we don't have a health color curve. So for safety, I'm going to add an is valid. Let's do this one, the pure function. Let's add a select, like so. So if that is valid, if it is true, I'm going to take this color, like so. And if it is false, if we don't have a curve, let's take yellow, for example. There we go. Right, so let's hit compile, let's hit save, let's hit play. Right, they have a color. This one will not have a color because it was already placed in our scene and we're not spawning it, so the construction script is not really doing anything anymore. It's already there. So let's have a look. Technically, if I were to move it, I'm not sure it's going to update. So I'm going to get rid of that one anyway. Right, but the other ones are actually doing it correctly. Right, they're spawning with my green chest, so that's ideal. But now I actually want to change the color based on the current health status. Right. So let's go ahead and let's copy paste this. So let's take this and let's head over to the event graph and let's go to our event tick. Move it to the side here a little bit, paste this in here, and then we're gonna have a look at our enemy settings. We're gonna get our health material instance, get it, gonna right click, convert to validated get, like so. And if that is valid, then we're gonna take that material and set our vector parameter value, like so. And the value that we're going to set is color. So each frame, we're going to evaluate the color, our current health value, and then set the color. If I close this down, now start trying it. If I shoot the enemy, you can see the color change from green to yellow to orange to red. And we have health visualization. There we go. Little extra bonus video.